Welcome to day 3 of my 12-day trip around the UK to Scotland and back. Day 3, I woke up in London. I had to get to Elstree. My first flight was planned to go to Nayland, the very short ski jump airstrip in Essex, which is the home of Tim Palmer, the Jodel Flyer YouTube channel owner, to finally meet him and give him his book, which he won at Christmas. But nothing that day went as planned. It's turned into a lovely day, but a day full of uncertainty, lots of flying, and finally with arriving somewhere, and I had no idea where I was going to find, if I could find somewhere to sleep. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the video as much as I enjoyed this day. I lived in Battersea since 2005, so that's 17 years. There's the power station right there. And there's never been a tube station in Battersea until now. That's my first time using Battersea Power Station. Tube station. I just realised that, is it Battersea Power Station or Battersea Power Station? Station. Cool. Got to Edgware Station, just waiting for my Uber to pick me up to the airfield, because apparently there are no buses that go there. How long is it saying, roughly?
10 minutes.
10 minutes, perfect. Just got to Elstree, to the plane, and planning to fly to Nayland for the first time to see Tim. And it's showing 25 knots crosswind. So I'm going to give him a call and see if that's actually something that they ever do, but that's at 2,000 feet, so I'm just going to give him a call and find out what the wind is at the surface. I just spoke to Tim, and he said, yes, it's very sporting. The worst part is it's very gusty. It's gusting, it's going from 0 up to 20 knots, back to 0, and with trees and rotors and gusts and a steep uphill slope and a short runway. I'm calling that a no-go for today. It's not worth the risk. So I'm going to go straight to Elstree and fill up my tanks and probably head up to Yorkshire. Find lots of stuff on the back seat. We've got some weight on the back seat instead of everything in the boot, and it helps the weight and balance a bit. Climbing on board now for a windy flight to Earls Colne. Right, welcome on board everybody for a short flight from Earls Colne to Elstree on a windy day. Okay, departing straight out pretty much, slight right turn. November 20 Sierra, holding at Charlie, ready for departure.
November 20 Sierra, take off at your discretion. Instant wind 110 degrees, 15 knots.
Taking off runway 08, November 20 Sierra. Farmer radar, November 1320 Sierra.
November 1320 Sierra, Farmer radar, partial message.
November 1320 Sierra, Cessna 182, VFR flight from Elstree to Earls Colne, 1 POB, 1 mile west of the golf course VRP by Elstree, and requesting basic service.
November 20 Sierra, London QNH 1017, Squawk 5022, basic service.
Squawking 5022 for basic service, QNH 1017, November 20 Sierra.
November 20 Sierra, say again your altitude.
2,300 feet, QNH 1017.
Okay.
Well, it's a bumpy one. I'm letting the autopilot take the strain. City of London. What's it doing? autopilot's not behaving properly. They need to put me up into controlled airspace again. Bomber radar November 1320 Sierra requesting frequency change to south end 130.780.
November 20 Sierra, just call conspicuity, frequency change approved. Goodbye.
Squawk 7000, bye bye, 20 Sierra. Very flat up here, but very beautiful, very green. I don't know why we haven't got enough houses in this country, because there's more than enough space for them. Earls Colne, November 1320 Sierra, 10 miles to the southwest inbound. If possible for a straight in runway 06.
November 13205, is that the correct call sign, sir?
0 Sierra.
71320 Sierra, this is Earls Colne Radio, runway 06, right hand circuit, QNH 1018, QFE 1010.
06 right hand, QFE 1010, November 1320 Sierra, yes. And do you have much traffic in the circuit, or can I do a straight in approach?
At the moment I've got no reported traffic to affect. Fire 1 is just about to do runway inspection, but other than that, nothing known.
Roger that, I've got 8 miles to run. Camel Earls Colne, where are you? 5 miles out, should be able to see by now. Ah, got it.
Earls Colne, traffic fire 1, located 06.
November 20 Sierra, I'm on a 5 mile final, visual with the airfield from runway 06. Reds, greens, blues, autopilot off, landing light on, flaps 20, runway 06 confirmed. Brakes off, things makes to rich, field on both, prop forward, cow flaps open. Final checks complete. Yeah, it's really gusty, I'm very glad I didn't go to Nayland. And 20 Sierra, I'm going to taxi onto pump Foxtrot 1.
Yeah, my colleague should be out there marshalling you.
I've had a very special welcome from Earls Colne Airfield, who've welcomed me here, and I really appreciate their support. And I love coming here. I come here anyway because I've got family, but now I'm going to be wanting to come here even more. Thank you very much, Earls Colne and Anglian Flight Centres. Hugely appreciated. It's really cool in here. A nice little. When I sit outside, it's really windy. Nice little sort of study area and pilot's lounge, and then over here, sort of briefing in classrooms, and it's got a great feel in here. Just eating my 3-day-old ham and cheese sandwich. Anne-Marie made me, she packed me some food, but I left home 3 days ago. Created 3 rounds of sandwiches, managed to keep them going, so this is a 3-day-old ham and cheese sandwich, but it's actually really good. Kept it cold, been in the fridge overnight and stuff. Thank you, Anne-Marie. Somewhere amongst all these planes. There he is. So me and Dusty headed to Bagby in Yorkshire. My first time flying to Yorkshire. Lining up runway 06 immediate departure.
November 20 Sierra, roger, wind 060 degrees 16 knots.
What is that, 200? Well, I've got no autopilot, so I'm hand flying this whole trip from here on. A little bit of extra workload, but not the end of the world. I shall trim it properly and hope for the best. I have never, in my 10 or 11 years of flying, 12 years for however long it is, 900, ever flown up the east coast of England. So this is completely unflown territory for me. Going to be climbing up to 5,500 feet. Make the most of the tailwind and the thinner air. Put into a cruise climb. Horrible visibility up here. I mean, I can see a long way in every direction on the ground, but straight ahead.
5508 London. Go ahead, 553.
Murky and nasty.
08 London, be advised that Delta 3...
Problem is you don't know whether or not you're going to suddenly find yourself in a cloud.
It's not active today.
I never realised how flat the
London
east of
information,
England is.
Echo Golf, basic service.
I don't know where I'm staying tonight, but the person I'm meeting at Bagby has very kindly arranged to leave a car for me, a Land Rover with keys in it, which I'm hoping I will use to be able to get myself just a bed and breakfast or a pub or something for the night. Otherwise I'll probably sleep in the back of the Land Rover. I could probably sleep in the back of the plane, I've never tried it. I have actually bought camping gear, there's a tent over there, and I've got a sleeping bag and a mattress in the back, just in case. Quick Frida check. Fuel. I'm on full and I'm on both. Radio. I'm on London information with homicide lined up next. Engine. T's and P's good. And I'm running just over 2323. Direction 337. Keep adjusting for that, because I've got no autopilot. I've never flown up it, don't you? We've driven up the east coast. This might be one of the very first times I've ever been to this part of England, whether by road or sea. Very cool. There's two rivers joining. Is it just me? Is that?
07 radar again.
Can't hear any of that. It just sounded like garbled gibberish. My autopilot's working again. What a temperamental piece of equipment. I wonder what's causing that. That person's radio is hilarious.
9807, roger, surface terminate,
She can hear him.
Goodbye.
I don't know how she can hear that. We've got an oval racetrack there. A big long runway. The racetrack is, okay, the runway threshold starts past the racetrack. Anyway, hasn't it turned out beautifully after all that claggy haze earlier on? Beautiful. That large town is York City, I suppose. November 20 Sierra, final runway 06 to land, full stop.
You can park anywhere you like on the grass apron coming up on your right.
On my left, I mean.
Sorry, on your left, yeah. Are you overnighting?
Sorry?
Are you overnighting?
AFAB, yes.
Okay, not too worried about it.
Just landed at Bagby airfield. Felt like a longish flight, but it really wasn't. Hour and 15 or so. Beautiful, beautiful approach up here. But starting to feel like an adventure because I still don't know where I'm staying tonight, and it's almost 5 o'clock. And I don't know where I'm going next or when. But that's the whole point of an adventure, isn't it? Is this Bagby International? Have I found it?
Yeah, you have found it, yeah.
Is that Land Rover Matthew Fox's?
No, it's mine. It's the airfields.
Oh, it's the airfield. Oh, he said, he told me I'd be able to use it this evening.
Really?
Yeah.
That's very good of him.
Yeah.
Somebody else come in an hour and it's going to stop here and then go on. It's a death trap, basically. So
I've driven many of them.
Just brake-wise, you know, slightly ahead of when you would in your BM or whatever you normally drive.
I learned to drive in a long wheelbase with no brakes.
Yeah.
Steering box is shot to pieces.
It's very simple. Very simple. But it's road legal and it's insured, so there you go.
Look at this machine. Love it. I've never told anyone, but I used to own one of these. I got one brand new in the 90s when I was running my car washing business. Don't put it on full lock, he said. It's a tiny steering wheel. This is what I love about adventures, is that you never know what's going to happen. Get fun adventures like this. The cool old Landy. Someone's put proper speakers in it, look. How cool is this? I feel so at home in this car. This is a 22-year-old Land Rover 90. And it's like, oh, it's like an old extension of my arms and legs. Completely. What is it that makes some machines so lovable?
In 200 yards, turn left onto Bagby Lane.
Yes, yes. Sounds throaty. Sounds like it's been tampered with. Oh. Such a happy place. It's made my day, never mind flying. Here I am. I'm hoping I get myself a room for the night here. Go and see if they've got a room before I take the bags in.
Hiya, can I help?
They've got no rooms, they're fully booked. But I'm going to have a pint here, then go to the Premier Inn. So I was enjoying my pint of Guinness here, in spoons in Thirsk. I texted Anne-Marie to say, there's nowhere to stay, there are no rooms, I'm going to be camping at the airfield. And this is when you know you've got an amazing partner, because the response was a call from her saying, I found a hotel, a nice one, and it's only a few miles away, and she's booked it for me. Literally, just made my day. Anne-Marie, you are a rock star. These big vents on top, they're so cool. 10 miles is a long way in a Land Rover. It'll do.